Hey everybody, Terry Alternative Decor again. So I'm sure you're aware that 4th of July is coming up soon. I know I'm aware because I've heard fireworks for the past 2 weeks in the hood. But anywho, so we were planning on doing a good old-fashioned down home on the farm, kind of a barbecue outside, but it's supposed to be very breezy with gusts up to 40. Of course, at the moment, looks like I'm a liar, but we're set up in the house. So we're just gonna cook out here, and then we're going to show you the spread in the house, and then we're gonna eat, okay? So I like my old-fashioned down home on the farm kind of a deal. So I make my burgers like my parents did, handmade, and they always diced up onions in them. Then you don't have to worry about having a big old slab of onion that slides around. And the also you could do the ranch dressing, the powdered, and mix that into the burger. That gives it a great flavor also. And of course, you can't forget your vegetarian. So we have salmon burgers here. And with the chicken, what I like to do is parboil it the night before, so it's partially cooked. Then you marinate it overnight. Then you don't burn it, and then when you cut into it, it's still partly raw. So that solves that problem. So these look like they're just about done, so let's eat. Okay, so everything is cooked and ready to eat. So we have our plates here. We have chips and dip. Of course, some call it French onion, but today we're calling American onion because it's really from California. I checked the label. And we have our meats here. We have our rolls. I prefer homemade potato salad, and it is so easy. It just is your potatoes I boiled last night, kept them in the fridge so they were very easy to dice up. It's chopped up onions and celery. There's mayonnaise, just a little squirt of mustard, salt and pepper, and I put just a little bit of garlic powder in there because I put garlic in everything. And then sprinkle some parsley and it looks pretty. So very easy to make. And there are boiled eggs also in here. Then we have deviled eggs because, you know, everybody likes deviled eggs. Then we have all the fixins for our hot dogs and our hamburgers. You gotta have sweet corn, otherwise it's really not a barbecue. And I like to steam it because then it's never overcooked, and who wants that? You gotta have a little crunch. So that's timed, so you don't have to worry about it. And we have our butter, because your corn's got to be dripping in butter. And it's got to be smothered in salt. At least that's the way we did it. And then we have our napkins, the ketchup mustard, relish for your hot dogs if you want a little extra barbecue sauce on your chicken. And for you daring people, we've got our Arizona gunslingers. And then we have our utensils here. And then we have our beverage station. You gotta have a little Kool-Aid for the little ones, you know, but so we have soda and beer and water. And for us classy barbecuers, wine. And then gotta take this with me, you know what I'm saying? Then we finish it all off with dessert. So I made banana bread. You guys have seen me make that before. You know the recipe, and it is good stuff. Sugar cookies, easy to make. Don't try to make them from scratch. It's a pain in the... And you just slice it up, put a little frosting on it with some sprinkles, easy peasy. Gotta have watermelon. Every barbecue, we always had seed spitting contests. And it was all fun and games until next spring when my aunt was screaming that there were watermelon vines growing in her flower beds. And I've never made this before, but I gave it a shot. It's peach cobbler. And I just went to Food Network, which I go to all the time. And this is Paula Deen's recipe, so you know it's gonna be good. Fattening, but good. And it took like 20 minutes to throw it together, and then you just wait for it to bake. So, and you gotta top it off with a little ice cream. So, anywho, that's my version of a barbecue, and hope I give you some good ideas, and just want to thank Josh for being my producer, director, editor, and whatever, and James Patrick, who's recovering, so he's out of the shot. So, anywho, don't let the weather or the pandemic ruin your 4th of July.